and then pours the stuff into the cracks, and then cooks it again. Yeah. So I will be going. Yeah, but that's kind of like a chocolate mousse pie, but it's more chicken. I really had to resist
like running around to see all the stuff.
I always do the opposite. I just go look at it and like think about what it tastes like.
Oh, and then you always have to if I see you like this,
chocolate everything.
Indonesia.
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 Aku Abdi.
Aku
Denai.
Awal.
Abdi aku.
Kami Indonesia. 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 Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to InDelftnesia 2019 Archipelago Wonder Impeccable Diversity. Selamat datang di InDelftnesia 2019. I am Grace, the host for tonight's event. For the next 2 hours, we, together, will go through the exotic culture of Indonesia. We gladly welcome you to this annual event held by PPI Delft or Indonesian Student Association in Delft in collaboration with ex-TU Delft. By the way, before entering the theater hall, I believe you have already seen our exhibition, which has a theme of 5 senses, where you can experience Indonesia through sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. Not only that, I'm sure that everyone has already enjoyed the food bazaar, anyaman workshop, batik workshop, and satay workshop. Feels really great, right? We believe that this event could happen because of the huge support from our sponsor. So, in this delightful moment, we'd like to welcome and give special thanks to Pak Din Wahid and all the representatives of the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia for the Netherlands, Indonesian Diaspora Network in the Netherlands, Dr. Aris Mufti from the Indonesia National Economic and Industry Committee, Delft University of Technology, Prince Bernhard Cultuurfonds Zuid-Holland, Indofood, Bank Negara Indonesia, Pempe Elisha, Salero Minang, and also the media partner Caldera News. Ladies and gentlemen, InDelftnesia is an annual Indonesian showcase held by PPI Delft to show you the beautiful culture of Indonesia. And who is PPI Delft? PPI Delft is an association of Indonesian students in Delft, the Netherlands. Alright, before we dive into the performance, here are the people who have made this event happen and have gathered us today. Without further ado, let's give the stage to the head of committee of InDelftnesia 2019, Ingrid Rosalin Indriana Sitorus.
So the education and culture atas Bapak Din Wahid and all the representative of Indonesia, the Embassy of Republic of Indonesia in the Netherlands, Dr. Tiktan, Mr. Leon, and all the Indonesian Diaspora Network board members, Dr. Aris Mufti, from the representative of Indonesia National Economy and Industry Committee, and all our connections and visitors. Good evening. So I cannot imagine that today is finally happening. It has been 11 months that we give our heart, our time, our mind to make all these things happen. The hard work and contribution of every single person in the committee is very priceless. But on top of that, the support from the Embassy, Indonesian Diaspora Networks, and all the sponsors are the reason that us keep being motivated to do our best. So when it is about Indonesia, archipelago is the first thing that popped up in my mind. I don't know why, but it is somehow embedded in my heart. Maybe because I have a passion in maritime transport, but also I think archipelago of Indonesia is simply wonderful. So we choose Archipelago Wonder as the theme of this event. It's driven by a feeling of missing home, because we students here are very far away from our home Indonesia. So that is why we want to experience Indonesia here in the Netherlands. But then the objective of this event doesn't stop there. We have a big passion, we're eager to introduce Indonesia, the beautiful archipelago country, to the world. So this is InDelftnesia 2019, and this is for Indonesia. I hope you enjoy the half day of this event, and now this is the time to entertain you by the theater performance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ingrid. Now, we invite the President of PPI Delft, Agung Kristi Rado Togaraja Simarmata, to give a welcoming speech.
The Education and Culture Attaché, Pak Dino Wahid, and Dr. Aris Mufti, representative of Indonesia National Economy and Industry Committee, Mr. Leon, Dr. Dikta, and all other Indonesia Diaspora Network, the Netherlands board members, and all of PPI Delft relatives, guests, and invitees. Good evening. Welcome to Indonesia 2019. I, on behalf of PPI Delft, would like to thank you all for your support, contribution, and participations, so that finally, today, 16 March 2019, we can help InDelftnesia 2019. As you can see, InDelftnesia 2019 picks impeccable diversity as part of its theme. And why is that? Well, throughout these 11 months, I have witnessed the dedication, the passion, and the hard work of every single person in the InDelftnesia 2019 committee for preparing this event. We in fact have every our own difference, education level, passions, academic background, even local culture can work together and united in one goal. And that goal is to promote Indonesia. And I believe that is exactly the meaning of diversity in Indonesia. That we, all our differences, all our uniques, can work together and move forward through unity in diversity. And that unity is Indonesia. So, without further ado, I would like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank you all, the committee, for your hard work. And ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy InDelftnesia 2019. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Agung. As Indonesian students, we believe it is comforting to have the presence of our extended Indonesian fellows in a foreign country, like Indonesian Diaspora Networks in the Netherlands. So, we would like to invite Bapak Tiktan, as the representative of Indonesian Diaspora Networks in the Netherlands, to give a few words.
Very much. I'm not prepared for this speaking, and I would like to thank you, all the students who are doing this work, very, very good, very professional. And also welcome Pak Din from the KBRI, the Indonesian Embassy, Pak Haris from the KAIN from Indonesia, special to come to this event, and all the members, the sponsors, and the distinguished guests, and all the audience from all over the world. I saw from China and from Africa and more countries, I hope. What I would like to say to the Indelftians, very very nice. I came here from 6 at the evening, and I enjoy your food. Very nice Indonesian food, of course. Many congratulations for this nice events. And today I represent the Indonesian diaspora. The meaning of diaspora is all ex-Indonesian who are living abroad, who would like to join to work together with Indonesia and for Indonesia, and also for both country where you are living, to make a good relationship for your country and Indonesia, and this also to build Indonesia for a better world. Indonesia and the Netherlands has more than 500 years history of relationships, ups and downs. But the last 20 years is only going up, getting better and better. I think we are very happy that this relationship is still getting better and better, and also in business, in economic, and working together. I say now about Delft and the Netherlands. It belongs to the most innovative country in research and development, R&D, center of the world. That is very sure, because I spoke with many people from the USA, Canada, China. Here you are in a country where innovation is free to do what you want. And I would like to stimulate the students. You are here, use it, make it possible for your own future and for your own country. I was also, at your age, I came here from SMA, but I've learned lots of things to the level of international level. We can compete, the Netherlands can compete with the world class countries. That is what you can be here in Delft too. Even if you are not from Delft in the Netherlands, take this opportunity very well and don't miss it. We are active in art and culture, health, where I'm one of the founder and representative, livable city, culinary, and lots of things. If you think, I would like to do some things for the diaspora, you are always welcome. And there is a small word that I would like to say to you. I would like to thank you very much for this nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Titan. Now, we would like to invite the Cultural and Education Attaché of the Embassy of Indonesia for the Netherlands, Bapak Din Wahid, to give some words.
Good evening, everybody, dear guests, respected guests, Pak Titan, Pak Leon, Pak Aris Mufti, Pak Theo. I just met him this evening, even though I'm already here for several years when I did my study here. And everybody, welcome to InDelftnesia 2019. This is the first time I come here. I come to Delft for attending this kind of the program. From the previous previous speakers, especially the two students from Ingrid and Agung, I can conclude that the key words for this evening is the diversity. Indonesia is very diverse. Can you imagine how diverse Indonesia is? How big Indonesia? I can tell you, for those who doesn't know very well about Indonesia. Indonesia is a large country with can you imagine more than 17,000 islands? Even though Indonesia has give their name, some of these thousand, about 7,000 have their name yet not. Indonesia has given the name yet to these 7,000, and we have more than 280 million population people in Indonesia. 280 millions, more than 280 millions, consisting of more than 13 ethnic groups of Indonesia. You can imagine, and they speak with different languages. We have more than 700 languages. So this is very big and very diverse. Even I don't understand what Ingrid say in Batak, for instance, because they belong to Batak, I guess. Yeah, and I'm from Japanese. Some of my students from Java, even from Maluku and others. So this is very diverse. That's why the keyword for this evening, the diversity. That's why this evening, the student of Indonesia here, student association from Indonesia, would like to present the diversity of Indonesia. This is what we can learn from this evening. So I would like to thanks for the association, Indonesian Student Association here in Delft. I know you have done very good job, and you have already prepared everything for this evening events. You have done very hard work, and then we from the embassy always support this kind of event, because this is also kind of the promotion of Indonesian culture, and this is it also relate to soft diplomacy. So this, if you just see downstairs, there is food, culinary, and there is batik. Some of these all Indonesian students also use batik, like I myself, for instance. And every region has their own batik. Yeah, from Madura, it's different batik. From Solo, from Pekalongan, and others. Even from Orta Island, from Sumatra. So I would like to thank to PPI and congratulate them. And the last one, I would like to convey warm regard from my from the ambassador, because he's very busy right now. He has another meeting in Rotterdam. I guess I think if I'm not mistaken, and in the afternoon he came here just to visit and to see and to support the students. He apologized for this because he is not able to come to here with us and to enjoy the performance. And the last one, I would like I would like to wish you to enjoy this performance this evening. Enjoy the performance, please.
Thank you, Pak Din, for the speech.
Selalu ada It's called Savo Island. It's very small, trust me. And we speak kind of different language with our national language. And yes, indeed, if I speak in my own language, I think none of my Indonesian fellow would understand what I'm saying. But some people say that home is where you find comfort and joy. And it might not always filled with silver domes. It might not always filled with luxury. It might not always, you might always see this golden rooster that crows in the morning on a tower. That's what you've seen somewhere around here. It might be just a very humble dwelling, made of desire, made of fears sometimes, made of tears. But it's always a place that your heart longs to be back home every time you're far away. I would like to dedicate this one song for my Indonesian fellow from Indonesian Student Association for creating this little home when we are far away. So everyone give a big round of applause for them. I would like to dedicate this one special song for all migrants, workers everywhere around the world that for some reason have never been able to be back home, have never been able to experience, to see their kids growing up. And for some reasons, sometimes they have not been able to be back home alive. Anyone sing with me? Ku tidak kulupakan aku. Sing it out. Selama hidupku, ia
it's okay. We're this close to the theater performance. But before we proceed, we would like to inform you that the emergency exits are located over here and over there. And for health emergency, please inform one of the staffs right away. You are welcome to take pictures and videos, but flashlight is prohibited during the show. Please put your phone on silent. Please keep the area clean. No eating or drinking allowed inside the theater hall. Please keep your voice down during the show. And please remain seated. And last but not least, please enjoy the show. Let me give you some sneak peek for our performance. It is a story of the Four Punakawan. Four Punakawan is one of the famous Indonesian puppet theater art or wayang, which is a media of storytelling using carved leather figures. Dalang will play the puppets and tell stories of ancient legends and myths with high philosophical wisdom. UNESCO designed the wayang kulit as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity on 7th of November 2003. Thank you for your patience, and now let's proceed to our main performance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Four Punakawan.
Far, far away, deep in the heart of the kingdom of Raja Tenggara, live four Punakawan, the four servant clans of the king. The kingdom is prosperous and peaceful, where people live together in harmony, free from the threats of others. The four Punakawan is entrusted to help the king by maintaining peace within the kingdom. Is an old wise soul. He is the leader of the four Punakawan, and all the kings and knights often come to him to ask for opinion and judgment regarding their decisions, making him as a well-respected figure. As the oldest of all four Punakawan, Samar has the most life experience and is often seen as a figure that can solve any kind of problem. Prudent person who is always cautious with his behavior. He can't speak very well, and he finds it hard to convey his ideas, making him prone to Patrick's criticism. However, Garen is a very powerful person with the same strength as Patrick. Once, he fought so hard with Patrick that he lost his eyesight and has a limp on his leg. Often leaving him with regrets in you. Patrick is both naughty and smart, with a sweet face and an attractive smile, and likes to critic satirical through his jokes. Patrick often claims that he is the most powerful of all four Punakawan, but deep down inside, he knows that Garen can defeat him if he wants to. The last of the four Punakawan is Bagong. Bagong is a simple person who likes to joke, even in the face of a very serious problem. He has a sassy nature and likes to play dumb, and at oftentimes he brings down the tension between Garen and Petro when they nearly fight. He brings balance into the dynamics of the four Punakawan, making them an harmonious nature. Four of them are good friends, and together they help keep the kingdom to be peaceful. They rely on each other's advice for strategies to sustain their kingdom, discussing life purposes, or even about girls sometimes. Once, they were talking about the current situation of the archipelago. They spoke about kingdoms that have fallen, new kingdoms that have emerged, as well as potential threats to the kingdom. And then there's Kingdom of America, a new kingdom in the southwestern part of the archipelago, which apparently has become one of the strongest new kingdoms that is continuously expanding.
Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? The news? What news? The news. The news. The news. The kingdom of America has defeated the kingdom of Sudamala. Yeah, I also heard about it. Soon they might even attack us.
Gareng. Bagong. You're talking about, what is it?
Amarta.
The kingdom of Amarta. I once lived there when I was a young man. And remember, Amarta is far from us. Too far from us. And I'm pretty sure they will not be able to come here.
But nonsense. But we are really going to be attacked. I have a plan. Rather than waiting, why don't we attack them first? I will lead the troops.
Gareng. I know that you have lost your power. Hey. Look at me. I am stronger than you. Guys, a man like him, conquering the kingdom of America. Hey, you even can't stand straight.
What did you say now?
What are you going to do? Cry? Go, cry to yeah, disgusting.
Bro, you shouldn't have talked to Gary like that.
Okay, but I just said the truth.
Gareng never shows up anymore. Petro felt sorry, but he was too proud to say it. Both Samar and Bagong were worried that bad things might have happened to him, and they did whatever they could to find him. 5, 10 years have passed, and Garing is still nowhere to be found.
Hello, Tree. Do you see Garing?
Where is that guy? Garing!
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
No.
This is from Tomoyo. Vegetables. Buy 2 for gratis. Batik. No. Don't worry. There is still promo. Buy bawang goreng gratis. Jam. I have a question. Terakhir. Sampai kira aku Google sama. I will say, I have a question. Question? Oh, question. Yes. What question? I'm looking for my brother, Garing. Do you know Garing? Don't know Garing. Only Samsung. Yeah, focus. Garing. Oh, I know. Tuh Garing. Garing. No, my brother. Just, I don't know. Just an ordinary guy. Not so handsome. Masih ini fisik loh ini. Tidak teman lah. Tidak tahu. Oke. Guys, I can't stand any longer. We need to find Garing.
Yeah, I agree, but you see, I ask every tree, I search under the stone, I search beneath me. It's not there, right?
Bagong, Petru, I know that it has been 10 years since the last time we saw Garing. But believe me, Garing is still alive and very much well. We just need to keep on looking for him.
Hey, you! Yes, you!
Yes.
Did you see our beloved friend Garing?
Garing di mana? Apa sih?
You can speak bahasa! Amazing! But you don't know about him? Never mind.
You see our beloved friend Garing? No? Yeah, it's still sin too. Do you hear that, guys?
Wait a minute.
No, it's not my stomach.
You're not hungry, right?
No, but I've been studying in bibliotech. In this globalization era, we need to trust the existence of the spirit of forest. True? Let me talk. Trust me. Spirit of the forest. Talk to me, spirit of the forest. Huh? Huh? Are you spirit of the forest? But she look beautiful. Maybe we can go to Delft swimming together.
That's not the way to do that.
Just try.
I'm sorry about that. I am smart. And we are all...
I know who you are. You are smart and they are Patrick and Bubble, right? I know everything.
Okay, but who are you? Can you tell me?
Important for you, not who I am. All you need to know is go to Kingdom Paranggumiwang and talk to them to know where your beloved guy is.
It's crazy. Just believe me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Guys.
Thank you, madam. May God bless your life.
Okay. Then, why should we believe in you?
Anything ask me you can. Answers all that I
Oh, Chris, I have one question.
Is this your last time?
Okay. You need to trust me. I have a really hard question. Trust me. Okay, if you know everything, then tell me. Since this is the Netherlands, tell me, what is the weather for tomorrow? Tricky, right? Tricky!
way too much. Sunny it will be.
Sunny? How did she know? But if sunny tomorrow, so we can go swimming together, right? Go sing together.
Not again. I won't trust you.
Swimming together.
Thank you, madam. Prepare for our journey to find God.
These three Punakawan discuss amongst themselves on what to do and come to conclusion that Garak has been kidnapped and imprisoned by the king of Paranggumiwang, Prabu Pandu Bergora.
Where's your manners? Just sit down first, my bro.
Everybody in the streets are talking about it. They slayed thousands of innocent people. They slayed cows, buffaloes, and even chickens. I love chickens.
Bagong.
What?
I don't believe in you.
Why you don't believe?
Hey. Okay. Remember the last time that you said you were a Spider-Man?
You still don't believe I'm a Spider-Man? You
That
still
doesn't even make sense.
Guys, hey, stop it. Let us just hear what the narrator has to say.
Let's hear it.
known to be the hand of the King of Amerta, and that he was the mastermind behind its success of defeating and conquering the smaller kingdoms throughout the archipelago, raising the name of the Kingdom of Amerta to be one of the strongest in the region. Prabu Pandu Bergola was so bright, and he could come up with intelligent war tactics, so that the king gave him the utmost trust. However, as time passes by, Prabu Pandu Bergola presents grew even stronger to the kingdom. The king started hearing rumors on the streets where Prabu Pandu Bergola's name was mentioned repeatedly as the real war hero behind each victory of the kingdom of Amerta. The king was afraid that Prabu Pandu Bergola would overthrow him and take over the kingdom. Then he ordered his troops to exile Prabu Pandu Bergola in a forest, deep in the mountains of Semeru, where he was meant to be killed. Prabu Pandu Bergola was able to overpower the king's troops, although he ended up badly injured, with open wounds that covered his whole body. With his last strength, he went even further into the mountains, where he laid himself down, convinced that he was going to die. He vowed to himself that if he could make it out alive, he is going to come after the king of Amerta by building the strongest kingdom the archipelago would ever see. Luckily, a peasant discovered Prabu Pandu Bergola and took him into his house, where he and his wife helped him recover. He realized that the hills were filled with poor peasants that live in a horrible condition. He convinced the people that he would bring justice and better lives for the whole village if he becomes the king. When Prabu Pandu Bergola was fully healed, he took the strongest people of the village, trained them to be his troops, until one night they were able to take over the declining kingdom near the feet of the mountains of Semeru. Prabu Pandu Bergola embraced as the lawful new king, and with his power of wisdom, he brought prosperity to the people on the hills of the mountain. Soon, the kingdom was known for its powerful troops and massive expansion throughout the region. The kingdom was called Harangumiwa.
Harangumiwa! See? I told you now. Wonderful Bagong. Yeah. Even though it is true, you're still not a Spider-Man. Why am I still a Spider-Man? You see this, man? You see, guys? You see, guys?
Bagong! Stop it. So, according to the spirit of the forest, we need to fight Prabu Pandu Bergola. And since his kingdom is a powerful one, we need to find the best plan. Get inside the kingdom. Or not. How can we get inside the kingdom? That's hard.
The kingdom of Harangumiwa owns too much treasure, and the generous king Prabu Pandu Bergola is going to give away all of the treasure for those who can give the best entertainment. Sincerely, Prabu Pandu Bergola, king of Harangumiwa.
Our chance to get inside to the kingdom. Yeah. And for this time only. I agree with you. You agree with me? So I'm a Spider-Man now. You.
today to see the most wonderful performances from people from all over archipelago. They all come from the 5 islands of Indonesia: Java, Sumatra, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and Papua. Our great King Prabu Pandu Bergola is here today. And he will witness the performances himself before expressing his gratitude and gratefulness. Now, without further ado, here is the first performance, Tari Piring from Minangkabau, Sumatra Island.
Give a round of applause. Now for the next one, Janet from Bali.
Bagong, you are quite a funny man. Why don't you sign up yourself as a joker? To tell jokes and...
stand-up comedy. Yes, I'm good, right, guys? Guys. Look at me. I'm the strongest of you all. Hey, just let me fight him one-on-one. It will be very easy for me. Guys, hey.
Pedro, I know that you are strong, but not good. Remember the saying that arrogance and impulsivity line the eye of your mind.
So wise. Okay. Let me say this kind of thing one more time. I am the strongest of you all, guys. Hey, I'm the strongest of you all. That is enough.
We will let you face the king one, but we are not letting you go.
Yeah, because you do remember, we are sworn brothers, and brothers always stick together. Hey, we don't need to go all together to give it that funny game. Hey, me alone is enough. Come on, guys, open your eyes.
Pedro, once again, we realize that you are the strongest of us.
Yeah?
But if you go alone, who's going to look after your back?
Me, myself, and I.
No. We are stronger together. I remember a wise man said once to me, the whole is greater than the sum of its part.
Hey, Nerd, why so wise? Okay. No offense, guys. No offense. You guys just slow me down. Slow you down? Yeah. Why?
You must realize, Pedro, that it has been so different, not guaranteed. For the past 10 years, you are no longer for Kumakawa. I do not want to lose another brother. Yes, you can face the king one-on-one. But just let me and Bagong go with you. We will assemble a team. We can go undercover. And when the king is watching the performance, he will be off guard, certainly. And then you can challenge him one-on-one.
Okay. For this time only, we can go there together. But I will lead the team. Agree? Okay, fair enough. Agree? Okay. See, that's not hard. See, hey, here's my team.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to show you the traditional attires from different places of Indonesia. The first attire is from North Sumatra, where the largest volcanic lake in the world can be found, the Toba Lake. The second attire is from DKI Jakarta, our capital city, the most populous city in Indonesia, with more than 10 million inhabitants. The third attire is from South Kalimantan, a province in Indonesia's largest island. you can find floating market in Kapuas River. The fourth attire is from Nagro Aceh, Darussalam, home to the Baitur Rahman Mosque that survived the tsunami back in 2004. And together they will perform the Maumere dance from East Nusa Tenggara. Give a round of applause. The last but not least performance, Tari Tandok Batak from North Sumatra.
performances we have for today. And now, the king will deliver his gratefulness himself.
What
are you doing? Right there. What are you doing?
I stopped, yes, but we're from Loji Tenggara, but we haven't been performed yet, right?
Yes. Wait.
Check your cue card.
Is this true? Yeah, actually there is one more performance from Loji Tenggara.
Loji Tenggara?
Yes, sir. Is there anything wrong?
Proceed.
Apparently, there is one more performance left. And this is the performance from Loji Tenggara.
Your Highness Prabu Pandu Bergola, we would like to present you our mightiest fighter in the world, Petro!
Your Highness, Prabu Pandu Bergola. I am the strongest person in this entire universe. And there's no one suitable to fight with me. Except you!
How dare you say that, our beloved king? I will not let you touch him. True!
Let's see. Let's just fight.
Who still wants to fight with me? I can be the referee. Yeah, can be the referee. Oh, fight! Marco. Where is your mighty game? Nothing. You can't do anything. Easy, easy peasy. The strongest. You still want to fight? Stay up. Hey, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. What? See? You still want to fight with me?
Yeah.
See, you can't speak very well. You can't stand straight. You look like my...
Shush. Let's just fight.
Whatever. Just finish this.
Your brother can't speak very well and is limited. Just look at him.
That's true? That's fine. Got it?
Yes, it's me, Gareng.
Yeah, but why did you leave us?
Why will I stay? You never respected me. I went away and built this mighty, powerful kingdom by my own. Now, you can never look down on me. I am Prabu Pandu Bergola.
Oh? No. Gareng. Where have you been? We have been looking for you and only for you.
So,
For the past 10 years. We thought you, the fourth Punakawan, is not the same. We lost our balance. And after all, you are the brothers. And brothers stay together through thick and thin.
yeah, we don't remember we were small brothers. Through thick and thin.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making fun of you, for underestimating you. It is true that you were correct, and I was wrong. What do you want me to say? That you are stronger than me? That I'm weaker than you?
Petro, eventually you have forced what we want on people.
Yeah, but
If this is the destiny, if this is the end of the fourth Punakawan, we must learn to accept it.
No, end of Punakawan. No, we found Gareng now. We have come this far.
Bagong,
what is the use of begging? What is the use of forcefully taking someone to a place that he doesn't belong in? Just accept the truth. Gareng no longer exists. There is only one Prabu Pandu Bergola, whatever he said. He has outgrown us. He has outgrown us. Guys? Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving.
Gareng, if this is your choice, we respect it. And we also respect for you what have you done. Become the king of your own kingdom. Come on, Bagong. Let's go back to Lojitengara.
No.
that the success he once pursued was driven by his anger, and that made him lost something important inside of him. Ganem felt that there is something missing, that the glory he once sought throughout his journey, the glory that he has achieved, and the glory that he thought was his everything, is not leading him to happiness. He realized that the true success was the glory that leads him to peace, and that is to be home with his family and friends. Chairs, and the 4 brothers. Just like the old times, the brothers could spend hours and hours chatting endlessly, exchanging stories, and mocking one another. They never realized each other's value more than ever. They have longed for this moment. They know that they will never have anyone else that could understand them better. The spirit has returned. Here they are, 4 Punakawan. The servant comes to the
like to express my gratitude to the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia at Delft University of Technology, PPI Belanda, for the support to our event. And I'd like to also give thanks to Indonesia Diaspora Network Netherlands, President Hub Dufon, Indofood, Bank Negara Indonesia, Kalero Minang, and PPI Indonesia for the support, good relationships, and contribution. Last but not least, Kalero News for their willingness to spread this positive vibrant of Indonesian culture, and all other stakeholders who may not be mentioned individually. We, the regional league, we can work together to rebuild democracy and that unity